Тихо, 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 это я потом посмотрю. Тихо. О, я в ДС так и остался. Нифига себе. Я живой, кстати. Эй, всем привет, люди. Как говорил великий мыслитель, с вами я, Дмитрий. Вы на канале Куплинов Плей. Давайте ачивку сделаем. Ладно.
Let the magic begin!
У нас новый эпик, кстати. Халява.
Let the magic begin!
Какая-то хрень. Ой. Так. Тихо. Успокойся. Спать. Что такое сон? Сейчас будем проходить. Наверное, часик потрачу на это. Почему нет? Дейм. Сейчас я бы сделал дейлик один, потому что я хочу ачивку залутать. Дейм. Смотрите, у меня эта женщина C1. И новый лук. Вот этот типа, который вот этот. Крит урон. А, так это для козы. Да, что это такое? Какая женщина? Смотрите. Вот это. Вот это вот. Вот это. Она великолепна. Дэм. Уберу-ка ногу. И не говори, мне еще 17 часов на ногах стоять. А, понял, окей. Ребята, мама бьет. Мама. О, смотрите, смотрите. У нас новая глава. Дэйм. Офигеть. Предыстория Венти. Очередная. Да, новые оружки давайте заценим. Фак. Так. На шанс крита? Угораете? Оно все на шанс крита? Офигеть. Все новые пушки на шанс крита тоже, ребят. Ладно, что тянуть. Дайте я дейлик сделаю один, и мы пойдем с вами в фонтейн. Никто не против? Я хочу залутать ачивку. 1000 лет ждал этот дейлик. Что там по микрофону, скажите, что нормально? Типа, игра, звук. Мне приходится тихо разговаривать. Спасибо, спасибо. Приятно слышать. Привет, братишка. Ага. Это было, по идее, Фатуя. Глаз порчи спрашивал, царицу спрашивал, Фатуй спрашивал. Но почему-то не засчитала. Окей. Погнали. Так, эта хрень весила 40 гигабайт. Ага. Ага. Ребят, смотрите. Ой, 64 гигабайта. Круто? Очень круто. Маленький шаг. А где? Сын прикола. А, вот. Я копил на Ризли, но не смог скачать обновление. 32 плюс 32 вроде качал. Да, меня перед этим заставило качать. Я этот аниме смотрел. Да, всего сложно. Смотрите, какие циферки. Спасибо.
Emerge. Right here.
The wind knows it.
Да-да-да, 64. Типа там этот... Мне уже интересно проходить. 1000 лет Пайман не слышал. Сейчас снова будет надоедать. Прям интересно, какие сюжетные повороты могут сделать. Потому что, типа... плавать. Да, мне пришлось Ханкай удалить. Но я потом скачаю. Я прям на последнем издыхании. Ну, сила солей, дай ачивку. Охренеть, наконец-таки мне ее дали. Не могу передать свою радость. Плюс карточка. Все, погнали, что тянуть? Ха-ха-ха, сюжетный квест. Пролог. Надо бездну еще закрыть. Все же звук тише сделал, музыка геншина норм. Голос опментованный персонажи, интерсмейс. Ага, понял. Сейчас сделаем. Ну, голоса это должно быть, понятное дело. Так, звук. Музыка. Голос на 6, эффекты. На 2.
Paimon coming in. Paimon coming in. Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Пофиг, пусть так будет, потом обратно поменяю. Погнали. Ой, нет, какой погнали? Или... Ладно, по барабану. Погнали. Я хотел на кицин поменять. Второй наушник одену.
Paimon think. Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's conscious. So much time has already passed since then. Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal. Yeah, guess you're right. Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you.
Спасибо.
Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Скриньте.
Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Фонтейн.
Look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Ребят, зовите друзей, проходим Фонтейн
I just finished a commission.
за
That's
2
when I
часа.
saw you two all the way over there.
Вау.
Huh? You can't say I saw that. Bumping into you like this will become... Hey.
Thanks, but no.
Sounds good. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there.
I see.
Круто.
Now,
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita? Oh,
then, I guess this is goodbye for now.
goodbye, dear.
Как у меня стрим называется?
Bye, Sumeru.
4-0. Ой, бляха-муха. Я дебил, кстати. 1 минутку. А хотя, тоже пофиг. До свидания, Сумеру. Давайте. Да ну, смотрите. Мы у Фонтейна. Флекс. Бля, смотрите. Какая красота. Очень красиво. Maybe будет, maybe not. Я знаете, что увидел? Goddamn. Вот это. Вот. Понял. Чтобы открыть, нам нужно... что? Серьезно? Прям так? Вау. Выкрутились. Прощай, Сумеру. С тобой было весело. Смотрите, как выкрутились. То есть мы сейчас спавним корабль и... Привет. Я тебя так и не убивал. Погнали. Так. Такие кораблики. Минутку. Помимо основной цели... О, гидрокул. Смотрите, смотрите. Ребята. Это же гидрокул. Охренеть. А как мы наверх заберемся? Ужасное сердечко не дает мне почитать сообщения. Будем надеяться, что карта хотя бы не на пару дней. Какими это... ага. Наверное. Ну, тут 280 с чем-то гидрокулов, так что, ребят, желаю удачи. А все последние новости есть. Сейчас. А все последние новости у нас есть в телеграм-канале. Читайте. У нас был пост, сколько всего гидрокулов на карте. Да ничего страшного. Брата, да, точно, мы ищем брата. Там текстурки такие классные.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot.
Excuse me. Can I help you too?
Hi. We're travelers, new to Fontaine.
Play? Oh, no.
Really? Like, a real trial?
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't...
But...
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence,
Если есть что
we have
спросить,
as
ребят,
well the
спрашивайте.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
Я отвечу,
Cardinal, a
наверное.
machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice...
You're a trees? Is it some kind of
Хочу
machine
Тарталию
too?
в сюжете, что Тарталию.
I'm almost...
Oh, that's
Очень
easy.
за Тарталию.
In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult.
Huh.
No, late.
That's right.
Вот смотрите,
First
идет.
time Paimon... Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is...
Yeah.
Популярность.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful and...
Come on. Sure, there's a lot.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the hydro, but who knows how long making an appointment. Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter.
Это Линет,
She
да?
isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Да, конечно. Утопиться.
Maybe we better go check on her.
Глава 1. Поехали.
Hello there.
Huh? Ah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay then.
About many things, actually. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play with.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait,
No people call the waters around. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my... He would skip and jump. But now, the water...
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
oh,
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our... Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be traveler...
nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is a... We were just talking with your sister.
I see.
Oh really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too...
So, what did...
Oh, that. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implied where to begin. Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still...
did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Какой вежливый чувак.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
Please, don't take offense.
Oh, by the way, we were just...
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. Please, follow me.
О, ебой. Нам все покажут.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
А, Электро. Это очень крутая баба. Так быстро? Да ну. Это ведь... Я слепой просто.
My dear people,
Фурина.
rich and poor, those with cup in hand and
Yeah.
those with nothing at all.
Да?
Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one,
Реально?
then
Как быстро мы встретили Гидроархонта, ребят. В других регионов там
as you can
понадобилось на
all
это...
see,
А, нет,
two
видите, мы сразу
unfamiliar
встретили.
travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her
Что у них с глазами?
companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Мне страшно, она какая-то страшная.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other Fear is for insignificant cowards. Of course, seeking an audience with me, I, Fosalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge...
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here, but the Hydro Archon's entrance was, Miss Hydro Archon?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding.
Я понял.
Don't forget.
Она такая ЧСВ, которая думает то, что мы типа обычные эти новые люди. Понятно. Дефолт.
Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know
Talk about sounding
Да.
high and mighty.
Дефолт.
Oh? What's with these looks?
Райды на минималках.
Is she waiting for us to start?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that lady?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have
Now she
Дуэль.
wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Страшно.
Are you not afraid?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of.
Stand down, Clorend. I
Кларент.
admire her bravery. Unfortunately,
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just
On Aranias, criminals are.
you see. Then, as the god.
Right. This is Fontaine.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You...
Oh, we have. According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Есть такой закон.
You are.
Oh, so that's what they've done.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Пойман летающий объект.
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objection.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Легенда.
Finally, someone who's not crazy.
Новая кликуха Пайман.
Anyone call Paimon a
Летающий
flying
объект.
Great.
As a magician who just so with such an audience gap.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Нифига себе, он планировщик. Это для тупых показывают, ребят.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in.
Huh? You call that magic?
huh? I'm not sure what to think.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of
Performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of just that. When there are valid but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the opera.
А где же это? Как ее там? Предвестник Фатуи, которая появится. Как я могу ее забыть? Аркелина. Нереально из головы вылетела, как так? Арлекина, вот. Трэш. Ждем Арлекина.
Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there. So,
Случайно
now do
вспомнил.
you see what kind of god?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway,
It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestige.
but isn't the—
When there are no public trials being held, and speaking.
My brother's always excited.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to—
Splendid. In that case, oh, you really mean it? That this is a magical item known as a magic puck.
О,
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. I'm not sure exactly when it began. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain.
That sounds pretty gloomy.
There are lots of guesses. Others say that the... But here in Fontaine...
If even the—
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising. Many people carry on with their lives. We hope that at least as a magic...
Oh, Paimon gets it. It's like—
Now, if you'd like to...
волшебная сумка плюс достижение. Послушать пророчество.
What's this?
What?
No, the story said it's time war. So,
Oh.
all right.
Какое важное
So
занятие.
you're the blonde? Oh, thanks. Behold!
Huh? I don't. Life is all about.
You just—
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic
Я
pockets?
знаю, я знаю.
That was fast. So, yes, but that was...
Is there anything else?
Yes, one...
So, you want to collect—
Oh, that would be...
Что?
The wind rises.
Ага, мне ж игра предлагала.
Seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
Как же хорошо на душе. Какие-то новые цветы. Не зря убивал Елань.
Take it easy.
А чем гордитесь вы в Genshin Impact?
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an Maybe next time.
No way.
Fine.
So, we're going to the court of—
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there?
Нет,
The young girl.
впервые вижу.
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. Watch her move.
Вау, увидел. 8 по дурачкам.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that... All right.
А, о. Вау. Лифт. А если я взлечу? О, сила солей. Ищем баги после обновы. Гидроку. Хи-ха-ха. Ага. Юху. Юху. Да. Вот так говорит со мной. Угу. Угу. Maybe. Ема. Это ж сколько гемов можно залутать. Ладно, как-нибудь позже. Гидроку. Ну все никак не привыкну. Спасибо.
This is the spot where Lenny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief. Yeah, let's...
Пипец.
Are you sure that's all she took? You
No. Anyway,
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she...
I saw the general...
Oh,
I'll be all right.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to...
You're... I have to, but at least we were able to get this...
what a slippery little thief!
All right.
Спать хочется. Нифига, Пайман скорость.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an...
This is an aqua. It's pretty
So you mean it's still boring, even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. Besides, it doesn't really feel like...
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Рука устала.
Huh?
Б.
What?
Шарлотта.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the Aquabus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't...
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, though we...
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the grit. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh?
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, So, what have you been up to lately, Shep?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking, you can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you... For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships. Or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. Ah, you're right. Seems you know... Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually. You mean the serial disappearances of young... That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now. And it's probably if I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case... Oh! When that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears.
So, what is the...
That's right. The first missing girl case happened, and ever since, after a period of time,
Корабль.
another girl disappears. But the scariest... Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Ура. Гидрокул. Топ-5 любимых звуков геймеров.
Hey, we're almost there, look!
Ух ты! Статуя. Завезли бы сюда кат-сцену.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you.
Yeah, us as well.
I have an interview to get to.
Okay.
Bye now. Oh, be sure.
What a tough job. Always running around.
if you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Sure, we would.
Парень приглашает к себе домой. Вау. Дэм. Понял. Шарик. Ой, квадратик. Или что это? Похоже на квадрат, но это шар. Красота. Ура. 1000 опыта. Ой-ой-ой-ой. Так, что это? Больше похоже на квадрат, чем на шар. Архон, статуя. Что? Да ну. Минутку. Фу-фу. Многоуровня. Я ж не заценил главную фишку обновления, ребят. Готовы? Это будет невероятно. Охренеть. Охренеть. Это добавили. Это легендарно. Красотища. Легенда Липос. Сейчас со всеми посмотрим. Какая красота. Дождались. А здесь не завезли. Ребята, сила солей. Видите? А тут нету анимации. Сейчас. Ямика Елань Тору. Ой, странник. Понял. Легенда. Легенда. Красота. Ладно, погнали. Так, нам надо наверх. И maybe я не прав. О. Привет. Как дела? О. Сюда. Схавали. А, там телепорт. О, привет. Отвечаю, есть способ туда взобраться, но я не ищу легких путей. Опа. Что? В фонтейне есть доп. Шкала. В фонтейне невозможно будет утонуть. Ага. Я заберусь туда. Я не буду ждать, пока я доберусь по сюжету. Я заберусь туда. Пара-пара-пара. Пара-пара-пара. А. Да я крут. Легенда. Сколько? Сколько там телепортов? 20 штук, логично. И квест. Привет. Что ты мне скажешь? Сейчас мы вернемся к основному, только я его возьму сначала. Бедный чувак, он убитый, как я. Ладно. Я потом к тебе вернусь. Паркур — это новое движение. Фига у них хоромы.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did...
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a...
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Lenny, could you come here for a
Да,
minute?
всем привет.
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Говорю как Тосян. Криво глаз бога. Или это нет? Или это да?
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's not... Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collect...
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials.
Типичный Dead
I was
Inside.
about to give them.
That's our Fremen...
Дождь. Вау. Ну что это за лоли ходят? Не пойму. Бедный чувак.
Looks like rain.
Угу.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear?
I'm afraid that's just how it is here.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went.
Был один
When I was
дракон
a
уже.
child,
Можешь ждать.
my mother told me that Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Бедный актер озвучки Пайман.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or...
It rained for longer than I...
Was there something?
Yeah, some... On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette...
Oh,
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these... I'm afraid that
No trouble at all.
sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, no need.
Реально Dead Inside. Кто говорит то, что странник бесполезный? Еще один квест. А это он и есть. Потом.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh no, we're just.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. No need. But they
Whoa.
I can't say.
Hey.
Why use your hands when?
But where does a big machine?
Ah, well, but basically.
Huh?
Well, I'm not. When a trial is.
Браться хочу.
So that's what. Paimon still doesn't get it. Oh yeah. So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way besides Indemnitium, we have another. It isn't produced by the.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you
Драка,
are,
драка,
chatting
драка.
day away.
Хочу
You
драться.
again?
Yeah, but how do we know that?
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop.
Hey, hold on. Before you
Child.
go around trying to collect payments, why don't you
Легенда.
settle your own debts first? If Confreri of
Порталия.
Cabrier wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm...
Ah, you're from Northland Bank.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Страшно, очень страшно.
You kidding? Aren't you the one? Listen to me, boy. You want Kimura? Fine.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser Icefish.
Hey, that's way over the line. All right.
Драка.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Драка. Привет, ребята.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Одну минутку. Церемония. СТРИМ. 91. Что? Восьмерки. Точно. 9, 3, 8. Ага. Пока.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think?
Он предвестник, брат. Я того напал.
Huh?
Now's my chance.
Туда его, ёпта. И без глаза бога. Тарталия может.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost. Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when?
I don't know. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside him.
Maybe you losing control of your vision.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I felt it was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. She was always quiet and very. One time, I asked her why she was willing. Because I had awakened.
But what is it?
She never explained that. In my dream, I was.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar.
It takes that shape.
So you used the whale as inspiration for what? So why don't you just.
You make it sound so easy, but it's been years.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm out. Oh, see.
What? More work?
No.
Official champ.
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, the champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your. And the worst case, though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. So really, the only people.
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Знаете, что мне в голову пришло? А что будет, если, короче, типа, взять задание легенд Чайлда в Люе, когда он в Фонтейне, типа? Круто же.
Apparently it's exceeding. Besides, apparently the one.
Well, that's Child for ya.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Да. Ух ты.
Huh? Your vision?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to.
Whatever gave you that idea?
That sneaky guy. Well, seems we don't have much to do for now.
Ура, глаз бога Чайлда. Офигеть.
Wow, reporter who was bare. Sorry. Paima was who Dennett's here? It's so exciting to reach the moment when the miss. Lenny said that the opera house is on Areneas. So let's go right back.
Минутку. Как это удивительно. Давайте после ТГ сделаем, чё?
Take it easy.
Угу. Не зря активировал.
Too slow.
Что тебе надо? Иди гуляй. Мяу. Погнали. А мы едем в ту сторону, да?
Welcome to the Navi
Ага, да, в ту сторону.
line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the
Без
boat.
Б.
The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself. The destination of the current tour is Areneas. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
Охренеть.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you...
Туда можно попасть. А, нет, туда нельзя попасть. Можно попасть сюда.
will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned...
А это что?
New sightseeing opportunity.
Это где? Это тут где-то? Привет, Никит. Я тут Фонтейн обозреваю.
Human ingenuity, true.
Кстати. Нет. В этот раз без гемов.
Is a wondrous thing.
Да, кто-то, кстати, спать и не ложился. Смотрите, это очень страшно. Это все надо будет изучать.
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark.
Ну, у меня такое
Even
тоже
though I
происходит,
will
когда
take
я...
any forgotten items to the lost and found, the
Сейчас.
paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable
Да,
for
хай.
grasping pens.
Так вот,
Please be careful when disembarking.
да.
It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip.
Спасибо,
Thank you.
пока. Так вот, у меня то же самое происходит, когда я иду смотреть аниме. Добро пожаловать в Фонтейн. Офигеть, мы уже стримим час, добро пожаловать в Фонтейн. Спасибо. Спасибо. Так, гидрокул. Где ты? Внизу типа? А? А? Значит, внизу. Вот почему не ввели подземную карту для гидрокулов? А нет. Ну, по идее, должен быть наверху. Ага. Я слепой, ребят. Погнали. Мне глаз зачесался. Да ну, прикалывайтесь. Только гидропутешественник. Рофл. Лень пока этим заниматься. Трака.
Too slow.
Quietly now.
Into the wind.
Но я не смогу открывать сундуки. Фонтейн очень бредовый, потому что типа тут без гидропутешественника, ребята, вы ничего сделать не сможете. А я обожаю Дендро. Сделал так. Ой, так это тут.
Oh, Archon.
Арлекино.
Please, I don't know why you always feel. I guess if there are kids.
Maybe this is one of the custom.
Вашер. Что?
What's wrong?
Страшно.
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water. Lenny asked.
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people.
Hey, you're not.
I see. In fact, you.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
Можно сказать никогда, а часто.
Then you should understand that tears contain your like I just mentioned. The Fountain of Lucine. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from some.
So, what did the voice say?
Rather than worrying, don't let that calm look.
Oh, right.
Блин, хочется спать. Работаем. О, что? Ну нет, да ну не надо. Да ну нет. Да ну не надо. Второе озеро. Ну не говорите, пожалуйста. Да ну... Всем спасибо за стрим, ребята. Alt F4. Что это за бред? Очередное дерево. Трэш. Дерево, дерево, озеро, озеро. Это что такое?
Traveler in Paimon, good to see you. I knew.
Are you kidding?
But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started.
Да что такое, мне глаз чешется.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Ooh, front row seat.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thinking.
Причем тут связи?
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me.
Меня зовут
I'll go
Кал,
lend him
мой
a hand.
локализатор гении.
Yeah, we'll just go to.
Арлекином. Закрытым. Всем пока.
Too slow. Quit following me.
Секунду. Это зал суда. Это он. Великолепная архитектура.
Quit following me.
Что? Пф. Да, всем привет. О, анимешник, это прям я. Это с кем я сел? Ты кто? Это этот. Невелин.
Excuse me.
Да.
I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Да, удачи, проходите его. Это трэш.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being oh.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Слушайте, а я думал, он будет этим злым, типа. Он типа, видите, какой дружелюбный чел.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lenny. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat.
Какой интеллигентный мужик.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is.
Wait.
I saw you all chatting just. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice.
Судья.
That seat is.
Woo! Sorry for being so rude.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so... And by the way, I should probably let you know, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Привет, Архонт.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Легенда.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydroarch.
Very good. That is for the best. No.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydroarch?
All right, please wait.
Yay! The show's finally about to start.
О, да, у нас будет кат-сцена. Да.
They're dimming the lights. The show must be starting.
Ну, лучше деда, он щитовик крутой. Мне... Елань мне не нужна, она у меня C1, я ее еще в первый раз выкрутил. Вот, в принципе, не вижу дальше выкручивать ее консты. Она у меня как саппорт, мне ее сигнал тоже не нужна. Линии тоже не нужен. Ну, только дед нужен, получается. А Чайлд тоже не нужен.
Sorry.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I
Ждем
am the
Арлекину.
star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a...
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the
Это
gods
факт.
won't be able
Нету.
to help us.
Сзади нее не было. Не обманывают.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough.
Так, ребят, тех, кого не было на стриме, короче, поясняю. Нам Чайлд отдал свой глаз бога, если что. Вот. Ребят, мы ждали 3 региона, когда персонажи научатся снимать свои глаза бога. Ребята, поздравьте.
Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Уже гидра, трэш.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
И приходит Орликина. А, нет, грустная сестра.
It's actually quite simple.
Что-то пойдет не по плану,
She'll just
уверен.
turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Сын и дочка скама. Неплохо. Орликина не пришла. Зато бюджет позволил катсцену.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are to appreciate magic. You should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting...
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her.
Thank you everyone. But our magical journey has only just begun. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But in which case, I have ample time to make... So, for my next trick, I will please, If my assistants could bring out the magical box. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes.
Я хочу.
Many of our clever our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from. Now, please, everyone, pay very close attention to the box.
Wow! Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual super?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be. Now then, let's begin.
Давай, подкрути меня, брат.
Oh, let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations!
Блин.
You now, please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside.
Я думал,
I'm
реально
sorry,
мы...
it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything. You don't need to do anything, but no matter if the magic is interrupted.
Oh.
All right. Before I like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be. Come on, repeat after me.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on
54, 53, 52. Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just
А я ждал 6000 лет. Что? Так.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
Какой крутой мужик.
40, 39, 38. Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking that it would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway...
25! 20! What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear...
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell...
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect.
19! 18!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now.
Arlequina.
Swapping 2 people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
О, хорош, чел. Ой-ой-ой. Это была Арлекина, это была она, это она отрезала.
Huh? Is this Mr. Lenny? You're going...
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show.
Блин,
This
печально.
performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and
Yes, that's right.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Да, конечно, это печально.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
Она какой-то, не знаю, гидроархон, тут какая-то честный ребенок. Ребенок идола.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box. And after an initial search of the area, it appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with...
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth.
Ну вот, да. Я типа уже все знаю, я крутая.
Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
Самый ЧСВшный архонт, из которых, ну, которые мы встречали, типа. Ну, что еще сказать? ЧСВ.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Это даже не его вина, то, что эта хрень упала. Да. Приехали.
Why me? This whole thing was an
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did
Будет
she
суд,
not?
на который придет
The
Чайлд.
deceased is now that I think about it.
That can't be right. He was in the box on the stage the entire Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearance.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments...
I just think that he... Well...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of...
I mean... Of course, my dear people.
Сама не понимает, что несет.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linny. Then there's no problem at all. But with Linny's help, our little duel, so no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better...
It wasn't a draw.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed.
Да, требуется судебный процесс. Погнали. Я участвовал в 4 судах по сервере Липоса по Майнкрафту. Я готов. Любой суд для меня расплюнуть.
Very well. The trial will be Linny and his troop are all. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of...
Любой суд для меня не помеха.
Sorry about everything.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm a little... I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me. Good to hear. I'm sure everyone's... I don't know whether what happened there. As for how that girl, even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like my...
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Ребят, скриньте. Чисто. Пайман умная.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Может ТГ закинуть. Просто великолепие.
Don't worry, Paimon...
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed, but with the guards watch, good thing you agreed to...
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave... Oh, since we're going to...
Oh, well...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose you're... Tis... But if revealing... We should go some...
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are...
Вообще, хоть сейчас и начинается, типа, детектив, все дела, ну, как-то скучно.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
А Паймон до сих пор в этих очках.
I see.
Huh? What do you mean?
Детектив Паймон, работаем.
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cowell. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box. This is the real mystery. We've already searched this. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes hold all these factors lining up so perfectly. If anything, the more logical.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both?
Well, you...
So in just a short... I know there's no such thing. I've seen a lot of cases. Sorry, Anyway, you mean vet...
Чё? У нас даже специальная книжка есть. Офигеть. Реально? Вы чё, прикалываетесь? Дочка прикола, у нас отдельная книжка по делу есть. Улики. Информация о погибшем. Вы прикиньте. Точка рофла.
So this is the rope that... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
Это была девушка.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different... Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold... Wait, but...
Веревка для повышения резервуара с ударным... Что вместе обрыва веревка была изготовлена из легкого воспринимающего материала. Мне интересно. Так, сейчас. А это значит то, что суд еще не окончен. Это значит то, что мы будем, короче, книжку закрывать. Смотрите, видите, Аранар, да? 6 глав закрыто. А вот, типа, ну... Теперь мы будем вот эти доказательства закрывать. 6 глав. Это мы, кстати. Привет. Hello there.
Seats were all booked in advance. Sure. It's not like her name is Halsey. Apparently, she the magic troupe member. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all. That's how it seems to us.
Okay then.
No need to be so. It is of utmost.
О, информация о пропавшей девушке. Документ.
Whoever the this rope was up. Why would it? Gosh.
Что?
Why would it be? Why would it be?
Damn. Это все, что мы могли изучить здесь. Идем дальше. Next.
I see that you're if you find any...
We don't have too many... The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with baited... I'm of the opinion when the pyrotech...
Wait, was...
Perhaps the balance wasn't right. Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
Знаете, что я понял? Еще смотрите, что. Собираем коллекцию Фатуи. Маска Сеньоры. Глаз Бога Чайлда. Все. Фатуи кончилась. Архонт Вихрей. Ой. Это все? А это не все. Мне кот опять беспределит. Скучно стало. Мы знаем Арлекина на костер ее. Да. А, стоп, что? Это еще не все. Минутку. Сейчас надо коту открыть дверь. Только я просто слепой чуть-чуть. Да что ж ты этот... Что у тебя? Пойдем. Я старый человек. Ох. Не ценит меня он. Агро. Поехали. А, я же говорю, я либо слепой, либо слепой. Другого не дано. Стрим почти 2 часа. Вау.
You're trying to help them? Lenny used the machine. Well, we thought there might. It turns out that the I'm sure you already know. In other words.
That much checks out.
А, это книжка по делу.
Let's just see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Проходим Фонтейн за 1 день. Спидран. В смысле, не, я там все закрыл. Типа, у меня пропала эта штука. Вот, типа, видите, только вот здесь осталось.
Hey, you. Yes, both of you. Over here.
О, это же эти чуваки. И это Бабель. Нет, блин, про меня.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns. And
well, you're right on the mark about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Кого, что, где? Ди где?
From mediating disputes and providing an I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Чё?
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Ребят, мне стало страшно играть в эту игру.
My apologies, Demoiselle.
No, okay. All merely trifling detail, that's right. Judging from the...
Really? We think, but...
Intuition, naturally. Farina sure was quick, but that's... Anyway.
Sounds more...
Well, what's your opinion? All right.
Wait a minute.
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial...
Well...
And why would that be?
Most astute, no matter how wonderful, and if that can...
All right, that now. I need...
Wait! Since we... That's more like it.
Far be it from you wish to say...
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've...
I have nothing to...
Oh.
We'll be making some prep...
Благодарю за то, что сказали нам ровным счетом ничего. А, офигенная улика, как целый квест. Всем пока.
Sorry.
Were you always...
Yes. After... So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here.
I doubt that. How can you be so...
Well, I couldn't see Lenny, but still, we Melazines are good at...
So, it's safe to say that... Alright, thank you for your help. This...
Был приказ никого не выпускать, по итогу зал пустой. Ок. Большое спасибо.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Не факт. Она вроде видит. Это только теория, то, что она слепая.
Who's this?
Me?
НН какие-то.
I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Сейчас, чисто ради интереса. Ангел-хранитель из Спина ди Расула. Допустим.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
Руку хочу пожать тому, кто это придумал.
Oh, new helpers?
Well, let's just say we're...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand.
Huh. Weren't there...
Good eye. That said, you're still far from
the back? You mean...
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic...
I knew you'd figure out the 2 magic boxes. See this flatbed? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower, and
I see. So that...
Precisely.
So that's how you did...
Once the box was lowered, the audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by...
Right! You were...
Yes. My assistant and I had...
And what about Lynette?
I was in the mezzanine.
Oh!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines.
I mean, we are, and that's my...
So that's how it all worked!
Lynette would briefly, and then I walk out of the up. But as you saw, Cal was in the box.
We really don't know...
If not for that and yet... Could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette...
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't...
Thanks, everyone.
Магический трюк. Устройство волшебного ящика. Устройство волшебного ящика. Понял.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be... Oh! Hi, my nose! It's one and here's a broken...
Это признак драки. Я детектив.
Oh, these are her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found. Right.
Одежда девушки.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's a... Perhaps it was a prop for... Whatever it... Why would it be him?
Последние 2 улики. Предпоследние улики. Предпоследние улики. Вентиляция. По ней же можно уйти.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit.
Alone, perhaps.
But there Since we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Да я кривой, ура.
Well, we've ascertained this. Let's find a place to sort out our...
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the guards have checked the...
So the tunnels become like a secret...
In other words, the
charges? That's right. This is how a trial goes, and that's right. The statements from both sides. To put it simply...
This also precludes any kind of...
Once both sides have then... Final...
Хочу суд, госуд.
Practice... yes, the... Because we've chosen...
They're concerned, even if that were not...
I'm ready to break it.
Whoa, whoa!
Of course. I just hope you don't...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. I mean, what better way...
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't... Just kidding! Just kidding! What?
Hmm? What do you mean?
Huh?
Understood, mademoiselle. Everyone, please come with...
Wait, you're carrying a...
Yes, I must be...
I have eggs, sugar.
Good. These three are quite the interesting...
Как она это запомнила?
And Paimon thought it smelled from the way you had these two guys carrying all that... But you ended up doing the...
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Oh, don't underestimate me. Anyway,
only through...
Well...
Tea is ready to be served. No need for concern.
All right, then. However, we can... The magician twins...
Exactly! Why would they do so?
The flower vase and the... Resulting in the shatter. Perhaps the criminal thought that's it.
Paimon thinks that makes sense.
True, but...
Huh. Could Halsey have secret...
That's right. And even if she had, nor does she have...
From the sound of things, this is... Your macarons are amazing. What? Fine?
Please don't worry about it. At my...
No. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many... Wait. Even you don't believe if Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons?
All right, Maloose. Set up the...
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want...
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and all.
Well...
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know what we're looking... It would be...
All right. Thanks for...
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
О, ура.
All right. It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Так, дождитесь 8-10 следующего дня. 8-10 следующего дня. О, смотрите, там часики работают. Мне кажется, в этом же издании суд и будет. Я угадал? Конечно, я угадал. Я ж этот крутой чел. ИНН какой-то. Опа.
Just relax. Even if everyone besides.
Thanks, Navia.
Фатуи,
Best
что?
of luck to you.
Почему тут фатуи? Чё, суд?
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did you...
To be honest?
No.
Well, now, don't you all look That was to be expected, of course. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is
Ура.
now in session.
Суд в Genshin Impact, не в Майнкрафте. Ура.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, Could we please have Mr.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began.
Yes, that's correct.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina.
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Я что, тупая, что ли, или что?
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
Тупая. И никаких доказательств. Ну, типа,
That is
дефолт.
simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Верно?
Oh, is that so? And if I may...
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for...
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Есть Child, он уже появился. Он же Фатуи.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Что? И она выигрывает? Вы чего, рофлите?
I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundation... Tell me, aren't you...
The House of the Hearth?
А,
No wonder they did something like...
So the serial disappearances were the...
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage
нет.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Вау, не Фатуи? Ну ладно.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us... Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting in Discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
Я тоже хз, что у нее с глазами, типа, у нее вот этот глаз темнее, чем вот этот. Ну, хз, типа, почему так?
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Он тупая, пипец. Я в афиге, как она выигрывает.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us...
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady first, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Are these claims true?
Да, вот именно. И сейчас, знаете, короче, я нажимаю на эту кнопку, и там раздается взрыв, врывается Child, и такой: всем встать, я пришел.
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
Не угадал.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the set.
What should we do now?
Granted.
Мой подзащитник. Что? В смысле?
In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary?
The defendant deceived their...
Order! Oh. Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense, even in that case, my dear audience.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Paimon doesn't know we based our entire reasoning on the not to set the wrong tone.
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with, but our organization.
Right now, we want to see.
That's right. I knew if it weren't for. That's why I didn't wish. The truth is very important, but right. You met a Fatus who works, but still, I'm
sorry.
Well, you both say that, but right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. We've been trying to find out how during our investigation from that moment on.
Is that why you needed a whole nip?
That's right. So, after jumping into the...
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this...
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard... Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite... That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground. But the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that... The homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all...
That's the only way we can say...
So, there you have it. The whole truth. It was never my wish to proceed under... But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead.
Ой, ну конечно же уйти нельзя. Я верю фактам. Как оригинально. Уйти нельзя. Офигеть. Если вы виноваты. Как удивительно. Крутой выбор. Погнали. Есть тут что-то? Ничего.
Both parties have returned to their positions. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may...
That took long enough. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Мне тоже так кажется. Какая-то конченая. Можете установить несостоятельные части свидетельств с изложения с другой стороны, используя полученные в ходе расследования происшествия. Привет, Ань, доброе утро. Ух ты!
The countdown began. He entered the tunnel.
Он спустился в туннель.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into it. He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the
Да, сочувствую.
He used the vase to knock her out before making her at this time. Cowl. So Linney proceeded afterward. Linney.
Ее версия.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Нет, я выполняю. У нас суд. А, нет, суд не в Майнкрафте, а в Геншине. Теперь наша версия. Прикалываетесь? Странный звук, одежда, голос в комнате. А, тут нельзя проиграть. Забейте. Тут можно проиграть. Есть. Это мы, короче, ищем противопоречие, чтобы в суде выиграть. Поиск. Есть. Тут, кстати, озвучка ГГ. Ребят, я тупой. Простите, скипаю.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Lenny, but he immediately used a event. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice. In the crime scene had finally he reached
Аня,
the
Фонтейн
surface,
это бред.
and that
Сейчас.
was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Короче, Фонтейн это бред, потому что там сундуки, все вот эти механизмы, они сделаны на основе этого Гидро ГГ, и там это все можно открывать только благодаря ней. А еще мы, кстати, открыли озеро с 50 уровней. Ты прикинь, дерево-дерево, озеро-озеро. Да, удачи. Все, ебой. Есть. Выровняли на ничью, опровергнуто. Сюда вернули. Туда, ёпта, эту дурочку. А, нам чел свой глаз бога отдал.
My reasoning?
If that's the case, assuming that
У нас это...
Well, your denial is very strident.
У нас
I'll
это
give you
фонтан.
that. But what proof do you have to back your claim? You're saying that he wasn't.
Я взяла ваше наблюдение на вооружение. Ваше наблюдение стало главной уликой защиты. Собака. Не связано. Не связано. Ой, это не открыл. Не связано, не связано. Не связано. Не связано. Странный звук.
That's right. Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's
Она...
why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
Она ужасна. Гидроархонт тут. Короче, Архонт Фонтейна самый ЧСВшный архонт из всех.
This means that what does they include?
Well, to think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Чего? Так это она Она, ну просто она так показывает себя. Отмотай, короче, типа... Ну да. По внешке такой ся.
Halsey is the missing person, and the deceased's name is Cowell. Lenny, could there have been a third person involved?
Да. В смысле неверное предположение?
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Она сама себя грохнула. В смысле?
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Я 2 раза не угадал. Из 3 попыток 2 раза не угадал.
That can't be.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator. No one entered or left the opera house. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the The sound we heard may have come... It would have been tough for both people... Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped... The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with
Пайман
the
легенда. Тут вообще Пайман крутая.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances.
Да в смысле? А.
The sound we heard may have come from... Halsey's clothing was in the...
Платье не то. Ну я тупой просто, ребят.
What's wrong, traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
I see.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not, just like the trick as it transpired, the...
If only we knew.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has... And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real...
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is...
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a... The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant.
Куда
The
подевалась?
vase was not broken by chance.
Да, во всем виновата вода, во всем виноват Архонт. Это она убийца. Я детектив.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and If there's a similar method...
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality. Magic tricks are ultimate.
Even so, I trust that the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at it. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine...
Я же говорю, крутой мужик.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's back. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are the primordial seed. The note's contents also indicate the notebook has many, and one of these tubes, the notes also state that as such, we believe...
You've got to be kidding!
Could something so ridiculous...
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy.
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that they'll... Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just...
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's Still, guards, please continue examining Mr. Linney. It appears your hypothesis is support...
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of the...
Right! Like the metal hook! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that.
Ой, как же я устал.
The rope that strung the water.
Веревка.
Now it seems like the hook rope was the water from the
Пробирка.
The deceased's
Мужик.
name is
Не угадал.
Lynette was in the magic. I remember there was...
Не угадал.
The
Мужик.
deceased's name is
Угадал. Иногда как же хорошо, что это делают для тупых.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, when the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal, when the balloon afterward, but...
Huh.
That actually...
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent...
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact... His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be...
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating... I shall now invite him on stage to share it with...
Thank you, Your Honor. And we found an idea.
What?
Что нашли?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you.
Трэш.
Does this not my dear citizens, my loyal audience? Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all.
Не знаю.
Indeed, he did
Но он
leave
без
the
глаза Бога.
scene via the vent, having made modifications to the props beforehand. But upon his return, ultimately, he not now as much. Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way. Is this the end of...
Тарталия. Все.
Oh no. I can't think of anything. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good.
I think we've all seen. I believe this is indeed. Now then, my good, no.
Excuse me, everyone.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring... What?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond...
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about mystery. But once everyone believes the illusion,
Пайман сама
can't
так
magic
на
reveal the
этот
truth?
очке делала.
Wouldn't such a come on, Lenny and but as the magic makers and stars of the show,
I understand.
and voila.
Sorry for the...
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of... I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that... I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl.
Ух ты.
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian. And I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real
Из
thriller.
Мунштата.
That's how I make a living. But I was noticed at the harbor.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned...
Well, and I thought he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. So I played... I wasn't going to take... There was no... I slipped out after the first...
Can a person even hide
Вот
in
это удача.
But I swear, had I known that...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we need to tell...
Yeah. Ага, это мы не трогаем.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out. The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowl.
Да, сама пройди, чё. Давай, удачи.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized.
Хз, может быть.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian, her panic only intense of hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lillian was mistakenly believing that the two broke the flower with no way of escaping. She...
О, перенос в нашу сторону. Мы побеждаем.
She knew that
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting.
At this point, all the...
so rather...
Now then, Lady Farina, do you... Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my... No. I have no further arguments. I admit...
Wow! Look at that!
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowl, selected his next victim. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to pour the water from the primordials. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the... If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Minecraft, CSGO.
As for Lenny, he was in the From this reconstruction of
Я в
events,
основном аниме
we can
смотрю.
conclude.
Я в игры так по приколу играю.
While there is much in Lenny and Lillian, this case at least can be handed over.
Мы победили.
As such, Lenny and Lynette.
Yeah.
Great
Сюда.
work. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lenny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not. I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame.
And now that your plan, therefore you would be wise.
Yes, our boss. It can also be made. We've been in this.
Ух ты, блядь.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe, but still. Let me thank you again for defending me to the end. I guess. I didn't approach you with any. As for why that was how Father, who you might know as.
The knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Что? Она мужик? Чё, слуга? Это предвестница, глава дома очага, значит, слуга есть... Вы что, рофлите? А, отец в кавычках, это я рофлю.
That's right. And since we're here, back when our parents first survived, I took to surreptitiously observe. I took my sister through several. To my surprise, before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from...
That was how we felt at first too. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster, he would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the...
It took a while for me to realize just after one particular... I waited a long time after the answer he gave me was...
Oh no. But what if I...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in...
Это должна быть история про Фатуи, которую я должен читать, но мне не хочется.
All I saw was the moonlight.
So, she
That's right. She had rescued my sister before. Father, the House of the Hearth welcomes you. For I was hesitant, but she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plan. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and.
So, she believes in that
В игре его
prophecy.
сейчас нет.
That's right. Today's case has also proven that people from all
Там
of us
другой ивент
house
более
members
круче.
here, lady to us orphans.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge.
It's all right. I just hope you can. If you should need anything at all in the future.
Пока.
Bye, Lenny.
Арлекина. Плюс ачивка. Да, вот это классный ивент. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Это все можно выполнять. Дэм. Что-то не заметил. Поиграем-ка за него.
Let's light it up. Nice and spicy. Stand with me.
And voila! Here comes the finale.
Teamwork is strength. I'll settle this. Eat this.
Now disappear. A round of applause.
Что? Нихера. Дофига. Ну, такой себе средненький. Мне не особо нравится. Зато сейчас будет вкусно. Сейчас будет очень вкусно. Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой, елань сигной, ой-ой-ой.
Get them.
Gotcha.
77 тысяч. А, C1. Фак.
Game's up. Fun's over.
У меня также демеджит. Это, видимо, я уже у меня у себя на максимум.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen.
Come a little closer. Surrender and I'll be gentle.
You're toast. Goba, get.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Блин, конечно, у тебя персонаж C1 это... Ой, точнее, с одной ешкой. Отвык я от этого. Когда Елань C0. Привык уже 2 раза на ешку прожимать. Ну чё, дальше по сюжету? Погнали.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solve. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, and get.
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Don't say that.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. was like having new. Wait.
Huh?
Well, I just like to. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't.
You don't have to.
Oh, wonderful.
All right then.
Прощальный ужин. Все? Еще будет? Слава богу, мне уже страшно становится. Что, направляйтесь к концу? Потом. Становится страшно видеть, когда типа глава завершена. Надо телепорты пооткрывать.
I came here several times with my father when I was little.
But oh, don't worry. We have.
In that case.
Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's.
And if it's.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, we called this a farewell meal.
Oh,
Speaking of cases.
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
If it hadn't happened.
Right? Yet it was because. In such investigations, even the smallest. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities. It's not that I don't have. It's easy to guard, which is exactly why the Spina do. Those highful. It's all right. Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting.
Yeah.
Well,
guess that's Spina D.
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe. I'm sure Lady Farik. All right, I can personally testify that this one works. Valid point. All right, you did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a. Why don't we give it a try after?
Huh?
Was.
No, it's fine.
All right. Honestly, Paimon.
Is that so? If we're all finished eating, then I'll.
Yeah, we're. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Can't you see Paimon's big? Hey, Navia, what are you?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, in any case,
see ya!
Словно легкий дождь без причины. Новая глава. Спасибо. Идем обратно. Чего еще раз?
Quit following me.
There aren't many people around
Vache.
Looks like we're back here. Huh? Traveler?
Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Ой, Кианит.
Vache, are you my dear? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Wait. Who am I? My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land? Yes, that is what I was once. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue. I also remember going to many places. I loved, no matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how, but now, we can no longer go back. No! Our reunion no longer has, the thought of me gives him no succor. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for, perhaps that is so. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Is that what you call it? Dissolving. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time. And only then, I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence.
Ух ты. Война.
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance!
Легенда. Обожаю ее. Фиолетовый район. Сделаю с него из стрима. Легенда. Ну, экшена тут навалили знатно.
I should thank you for
Привет.
lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I
Followed you.
I believe that following
Mr. Callus's last wish.
do not speak.
Sorry, demoiselle.
Thank you for your aid.
Sorry,
Whatever.
I doubt I know much more. Your performance tonight will all.
And what about the
None of these mecha have seen. I can only conclude.
what? Your point being that
Ай,
they're out of
нога
Spina?
затекла.
Yes.
Be careful.
I will continue regardless.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime.
До свидания. ББ.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've got.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Chlorand...
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done. Those Gardamex came out and... Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Chlorand who came out to save us too!
Oh, come now. Forget all as such.
It will take...
If it were me...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were...
Well, to be honest...
Huh?
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink. After we parted ways, that the Fanta tasted kind of... Fanta? Only...
So the Fanta...
Yes.
Spina di Rosula.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer. That's when I figured out that you...
But why would they go after us too? All we did was...
Well, You did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen?
Well, it can't be. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. Does that mean the Primordial?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing.
New intel?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that, but he never gave testimony or any information regarding people. Yes, thank you. This is very. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell. And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so.
You talk too much. Well, in that, we also have some plans to go.
Don't worry, you two.
Ага. Как обычно, сыпят ачивками, как не знаю чем. Вот с этой стороны телепорта не хватает.
The wind rises. Behold! Too slow.
It's right up ahead.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted.
Very good.
I shall find room.
Thank you, Malus. Now.
Go. О. Халява. Крутая база, я оценил. А, ящерицы нет. Раз, два. А другой телепорт наверху, да? Да. Надо будет его тоже активировать. Блин, вот это мне чем-то напоминает. Ты что, конченая? Мне вот этот момент чем-то напомнил один фильм, который пародирует аниме. Ну, не фильм, а сериал. Про машинки. И не Hot Wheels. Нет, не помню, как называется. Ну ладно. Это место певец похоже.
Your accommodations have been arranged under the present.
After all, we don't allow.
Seems like it's tough
to be
your father.
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me.
No. My father's name is Callus. 3 years ago.
Oh no.
But I do not. At the time, but strangely, that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? The closest piece of info I have.
So
that's right. However, I must know what really happened. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother. And now, here I am investigating.
Слышите, машины гоняют.
Demoiselle.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. Master Callus did so much good. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that.
Wait! If Callus was such a good man...
No. Perhaps people love watching the
But how could... never mind.
There is one...
Oh! Her? Yeah, that's not the...
Miss Clorand, she knew Master Callus beforehand. There was...
Don't worry, Navia.
Afterward, Miss Clorand... Yes, that is our...
Oh, all right. Anyway, that's the information. Thanks.
Yeah.
Please, relax and get some sleep.
Блин, ну можно в реальной жизни пойти поспать?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of...
Paimon gets the feeling that... But never mind that. When did you get back? Were
Да.
you waiting here the...
No,
Одна
I
часть
just
карты мне
returned after
осталась.
going out for a while.
Wait.
Потом как-нибудь.
How could I? Unfortunately, this name seems to have been... I suspect.
Does...
No. There is... And that is the archives kept by Chief... If the OC...
So Nervalette. In that case, let's go...
Ебой. А то, что блогер устал, вы не подумали об этом? Геншин импакт. Да. Блин, мне тут ходить придется. Это босс. Император огня и железа. Подземная карта, это так круто. Чего раньше не добавили это?
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Слушайте, крутой телепорт, мне нравится. Я 3 раза спринтанул, мне не показалось. Все убрал сразу. Так. Блин, надо было красиво зайти. Как Суберу.
Halt! Please state your business here. The chief just... This place...
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you?
Voila.
Just to be clear, I don't care.
See? They've got...
Yep. I'm content. If you're here just to crack jokes...
No. What I'm...
Oh, yes, I remember.
We're here today to...
Is that it?
Of course.
Don't... All right then, I'll let you through. The chief...
Thanks.
А как?
Please come in.
Привет, друг.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalette. We only like to get...
It's all right.
We're looking for a man called Vache.
I see. In that case, please wait.
Наверное, еще полчасика и пойду поваляюсь, полежу. Хочу полежать.
Who knew that Nervalette would be so easy to talk?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler, what if it was
Is that so? All right then. Thank you.
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly
And what? Are you trying to console me? Extend your No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, you even told me then that you thought there was something fishy in your eyes, the value of a human. If you truly regret why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die? Despised and hated by everything. Was hanging. There are still so many things I never got to tell him.
Офигеть, персонаж Геншина плачет.
He still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Так вот, куда ушли наши 64 гигабайта. Не на локацию, а на то, что типа, что персонажи научились снимать глаз бога и плакать. Зашибись.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father, it's not so much that you... Oh well. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Мы уходим. Сори, брат.
Navia.
I'm fine.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building?
Now that I think of it, on the day my father...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall. That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that. But didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into... Yeah! And if...
I really think I found... All right, let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna make...
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to... Great, let's go.
Ух ты. Я понял.
Quit following me.
Whoa! What a huge ship!
There's no need to be. My father was the one who had a gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Paimon was confused, but now that Paimon has seen this ship for...
Well, Poisson is...
Upon the gale.
Хрень была.
Quit following me. The wind rises. Squall and fury.
Угадал.
Melus, we're back.
Apologies for the wait. You said before that you still had some business.
About... You still remember, right?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. But...
Could you tell us a bit more about...
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, at a glance...
Wait!
Yes, he did. If you drink synth, and if you were to stop drink, as he overslept with some...
Boss is uncompromised. Not only that.
Yes, but recognizing that, the man's name was Jacques that night. But then...
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case. Looking back on it, though, I now... Precisely. It's all... But, considering it now, it's almost certain... You're right.
Jacques was an empathetic man. I think this, on that note, however, our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, there is no need to follow your father's path.
If that's indeed what he wished for, was I not the closest person to him? What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful, did he think I'd just accept? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're...
So you do know something else, Malus?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before... But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation...
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed, and the serial disappearances case. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating, but as long as you remain safe, if something were to happen to you, then he and all those...
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free?
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as...
So he chose to die in silence.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that I'm sure he'd be extremely...
That fool. No. He might have set up everything precisely Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose, but thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Malus, what was the key evidence?
It's the location where when he was threatening the enemy. But if you want to use...
Why? If we know it...
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against... There's no telling what... But a single... The worst case would be...
Then, in that...
Well, you saw what...
But things are different.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought...
I am the butler. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you just...
Let me think. One conclusion when I announced order, if the vendors, after several rounds of... The first is Florent, Spina de Rosula's senior.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was, thanks to his position within there's someone else like him too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in the beginning.
So, they're like a...
Yes, it's a bit...
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina de... Although the guards, since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities,
30 минут фар на стрим
he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. To think that the...
If you want to invest...
Of course.
You're too kind.
Но он отоспался, в отличие от меня. Он пройдет фул, мне кажется. А я сейчас уже скоро все.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together.
Новая книжка. Ну и все, дальше нам нужно раскрывать детективные дела. Блин, я устал до смерти, ребят. Короче, потом сделаю опросник в ТГ, устраивать ли вторую часть прохождения, или я пройду уже без стрима. А пока все. Спасибо всем, кто был на стриме. Всем удачи, всем пока. Лучше.